Hello Earth signs, welcome to my channel Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That is me, my name is Annie. I am so happy to have all the Earth signs out there with me today. These are going to be 3 individual readings for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm actually going to mix it up and go backwards, so it's going to be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Timestamp down below if you want to hop right to it, that's fine, but why not stick around? You may learn something from your fellow Earth signs. For those who are new, welcome. So happy to have you. And to the returning people, love you guys. You're the best. Thanks so much. I do have to give you my general spiel, which is just that these are general messages. That means not everything I say will resonate with every single Earth sign out there. Nearly impossible, right? Collective messages for each zodiac sign. Pieces and parts of this will very likely resonate. If it doesn't, release that energy, drop it like it's hot, or revisit it at another day. I hope lots and lots of this resonates, but as always, don't be offended if it doesn't this time around, okay? Feel free to check out many other love readings. There are career and financial readings up for all zodiac signs. Everything else about this video will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media, Facebook, Instagram, my website, etc. If you want to book a personal, that's all down below. That's it. I'm thrilled to have you Earth babies, so let's do it. As I said, we're going to start with Capricorn, so time stamping for Capricorn. As I see your card, beautiful. Capricorn with the King of Cups. So Capricorn, do you have a water sign that you're excited about? A Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces maybe? Let's see. Tell me about Capricorn's love life. Capricorn. Ooh, all right. You have interesting cards. Let's see. Let's do one more deck. Why am I being called to do this one? The Badass Tarot. Harley Spencer. Awesome deck. Listen to me. Let's get 3 more cards for Capricorn and we'll hop in. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Isn't it nice when the universe hears you and they're like, yes, here you go. All right, so interesting. You got bottom of the deck, you have both two potential zodiac signs either coming in or exiting. Again, everybody's story is a little bit different. So you have the Death card, which for those who are not familiar is simply Scorpio, okay? So Death card is never anything to fear. If you're not dealing with a Scorpio, it's saying that there's an ending of some kind, right? Probably to a relationship, because if I didn't say this already, this is a love and relationships reading. It could be family. It could be literally your romantic partner. It could just be that you are transitioning out of a old cycle and into a new one, potentially with the same person. With the Hierophant coming up, it could be that if you guys were... I'm almost getting single energy with this. If you've been with this person for, I always tend to say for a good amount of time, but it's so different for everybody. What I'm trying to get at is, if you guys have been together but not official or not exclusive or not married, this could indicate that with that same person, because they make you feel so lighthearted and being with them is just like an adventure you want to share, this could indicate that you guys are transitioning into a cycle of marriage, of commitment. Could also indicate you're going from an Aries or an Aquarius, ending something with that sign, and then moving to a Taurus. All 3 of these cards are major arcana, so it does talk about major life changes as well as absolutely some zodiac energy. So just because you may be a Capricorn sun, maybe you have a Scorpio rising or a Scorpio moon or a Venus and Taurus, something like that. So again, Scorpio is featured prominently here, Taurus, as well as, this is a planet card, right? It's Uranus energy, so Uranus, I know. Aquarian energy, right? As well as Aries, because it is the Fool. It's the first card in the major arcana, the Fool's Journey. This is a card of sometimes, to some readers, Aries, the head, the start of the zodiac. And yeah, it's actually kind of beautiful. I have to be honest, some of you are going to get proposals, right? And I always, have to give the disclosure, this isn't going to be everyone's story. It doesn't have to be a shiny diamond ring, right? This could be any sort of proposal about taking it to the next level. Your cards are very, very strong. So for the off chance that this is kind of your message, but you're not looking to be exclusive, it could be that regardless, Capricorn, I feel like someone might be making an offer to you. The decision, right, the lovers, rests with you. You have 2 cards indicating you guys want to move forward together. Because literally, like, look at that. The roller coaster, it's an adventure. You guys laugh and scream and have fun together. Ace of Cups and a victory. You guys are, oh my God, Capricorn, this is incredible. The victory card with the Ace of Cups, again, champagne, reasons to celebrate. Maybe you're celebrating an anniversary or potentially your person's birthday. Maybe they're a Leo or something coming up, right? King of Cups doesn't have to indicate that It's a water sign, but it's the king of love, right? Someone who's very mature with their emotions. Then you also have soulmate energy and the 10 of Pentacles. So 1111, the karmic relationship, the twin flame. Sometimes it's a card of weddings, of victories, of celebrations. And look at the card is so ridiculous. Maybe you guys are celebrating a baby. Maybe you're adopting a baby. Maybe you're, something family related or family oriented. I will say if this isn't you, it's still showing up in your spread. So maybe your best friend is getting engaged. Maybe your sister's getting married. Something of that sort. All that is just bottom of your deck. And yeah, Capricorn, I have to say, very strong cards. Dare I say, amazing cards. And for those who are new, I just have to say as well, and don't try and be a hype man with the cards. I'm obviously not trying to make false promises. These are general readings. But for those who are peeking in on your person or watching your own reading, asking okay, so where are we at? Or is my person going to take it to the next level? I would say somebody is, unless that represents you, and certainly it could. Anybody, whether you're male or female, if you're proposing the idea or if you're making an offer, it's coming right up. It's coming right through. You may have actually already asked somebody and they were shocked. And that has different levels of shock. So it could be that you asked the parents of this person that you're wanting to propose to, and they were like, I'm getting excitement, especially from a Taurus. I don't know if it directly involves a Taurus, though it might your fellow earth sign. It could even be that you told their best friend or your friend or something about that, or your person told their friend, whatever. And they're giddy with excitement, but there's an element of shock. And maybe it's they don't trust themselves to not blow the secret. So with that, I'm being told to say, communicate it sooner than later, because if you've told a lot of people in your group of friends or in the family, someone may accidentally spill the beans. They're not trying to do it purposefully, but yeah, there's an element of somebody puts their foot in their mouth and says something they're not supposed to say. Anyway, interesting message there. All right. So coming up in your person's overall headspace, growth, development. This is a card of sexuality, but it's also the magic wand. There's a magic lightheartedness to this. It's fire energy, so it's what motivates us, inspires us, what energizes us. A card is sometimes curiosity, adventure, travel. That's what I mean. With 8 of Wands coming up twice and Ace of Wands as well, you may be going on a vacation or on a trip with this person, in which case, there might be something special that they want, at least they want to do for you, even if it's not getting down on one knee and proposing marriage. I mean, something about this feels very excited, right? So in their heart space, they have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So that could just indicate that the energy is here, but it's delayed. 10 of Pentacles is long-term generational wealth, Capricorn. For one thing, it's a great money card. It could be that your person was saving up for it, or it could literally indicate that now that they've bought the ring or whatever, they're in the hole, it required a lot of money out of their pocket. Or something about an investment is sort of what I'm getting there. It could be that you guys decided to hold back on marriage or hold back on whatever it is, buying the car, buying the house because money was tight. And, that's very typical right now for a lot of people. It could just be that you felt they were stingy with money, or something about plans about spending something, a big ticket item was put on the back burner. What you don't know, though, is that I think it's because they were saving for something else that they either wanted to surprise you with. Yeah, they've been thinking about this for a long time, but they weren't ready to transform yet. They were in hangman mode, but they were certainly thinking about a victory with Capricorn. Celebration. It's almost like they're very proud to call you theirs. When they walk into a room with you, it's like they're very... They just, they kind of love you, Capricorn. Are you cool with me saying that? Does that freak you out? There's something really beautiful about this energy. I dig it. The Hierophant is all... Did I mention this is a card of marriage as well? Yeah, geez, Capricorn. I think you win so far. Pisces had a good one, too. If for anybody dealing with a Pisces, we got a little bit of Pisces energy here, too. But, yeah, interesting. All right, so then let's look at your energy. Let's see if your energy completely contradicts all of this. We'll see. All right. So, you guys, this is so cute. You both have Ace of Wands in your headspace. Look at that Ace of Wands. My goodness. I know what you're thinking about, Capricorn. Potentially children, right? Let's just say it. If it's not sexuality, it could be literally growth and creation of a family. Okay, so if it doesn't have to do with, if you guys are already together or not, whatever. If nothing about the marriage or proposal or whatever long-term commitment makes sense, quite frankly, then you're just thinking about sex. And so maybe, this isn't for most of you though, but I am going to throw it out there. Some of you may be interested in this person more in a sexual capacity, but this could be that you don't really see them as your long-term partner. And I know all my cross-watchers are freaking out now, right? But I'll go back and pull cards on that, but I have to be honest, that's not really the main message coming through here. So then, in your heart, you have 7 of Swords. So what's with that? Is someone already married? Did someone propose to you even though they're not technically available? Yeah, what the hell is that about? Let's clarify it, because that is throwing me for a loop. This card specifically is unusual. This card talks a lot about, in this deck, I want to be very clear, conformity, or sometimes it's mislabeling people or misjudging people, or viewing romance as like a business transaction, which I've definitely said to you before, Capricorn. Okay, part of this does have to do with saving money to do something as well. Oh yeah, so your energy is not as just like easy. It started off that way because you both are on the same page in terms of your thoughts. Unless your person is thinking about like, I want to grow with them, and you're like, but I'm kind of interested in this other fire sign. For some of you, that might be the case, in which case that's why the Lovers is coming up, as you have a difficult choice to make, don't you? Because you have someone who wants long-term with you. Maybe you're the one who's shocked. Maybe if this person proposes or asks to be exclusive or asks to move in, maybe you're the one who's like, what? But again, you both have 8 of Wands, so typically the 8 of Wands is a very strong, very positive card. It's travel and motion and energy, but usually towards each other. Like it's Cupid's love arrows is sort of what is sort of indicated with that. So unless it's a situation where there's like, I mean, I don't see any tower moments yet. Unless it's a situation where somebody has a conversation with you and you guys just completely go the opposite way. Again, I'm really not getting that unless somebody is married in reverse and maybe it was a secret, because it is kind of falling under this like, 7 of Swords is typically like the liar, cheater, thief card, or someone who's being a little bit shady or clandestine. Again, for a lot of you, it has to do with literally like purchasing something, ringing it up at the cash register, right? That has a lot of money attached to it, like a surprise gift. And so maybe that's why this is showing up. Maybe this is saying that you guys sense that your person is doing something behind the scenes that you haven't been included on. And I know for my Capricorns, if it involves a large chunk of money, you would want to be included, whether it was the diamond ring or the car or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. For a lot of you, that's what's happening. Your person is using the credit card. But I think it has to do with you, though. Their energy towards you. So, flat out, this isn't everybody's reading, obviously, right? Whose ever energy is entering this reading for Capricorn, they feel very positive towards you. You're the one who may or may not have a little bit of pause or contemplation. What? I don't get this, Capricorn. So what's going on? 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. It was all going so well. All right, help me out here. Are you disappointed because you didn't get the house you wanted, or if you put a bid on something and you didn't get it and you're like all flustered and bothered by it? Some sort of transaction. It could have been a large amount of money that you were supposed to get, or it could have been that money was stopped or delayed, especially right now, right? There's kind of, there has been a lot of stuff going on in people's career life. So for some reason, that's factoring into this equation in your love relationship. Maybe it's your person. Maybe you were all set to go forward with them and then they lost their job and now you're like, well, shit, I don't like this anymore. Money is very tight. So it could be that you are the one, or if it's not tight, you're just not looking to make big expenses. Okay, here's what it is for most of you. I think somebody bought something expensive or a big ticket item. This can even be someone in your family. And somehow it impacts your finances and they didn't ask you about it, and there's the Tower. I was saying, this going another way. Knight of Pentacles. So something about this Tower may involve a Virgo, or again, the movement of money. There was a sudden or unexpected change in money and finances. Are we going to make this a career and finances spread? What the hell? And then the Chariot. So potentially moving homes. Did you guys think you were going to be able to move somewhere and now you can't? Was there obstacles or a block or a delay, something about moving. Yeah, that could be what this is too. The Eight of Swords can just be feeling stuck. Usually it's stuck in our mind, in our head, but maybe you're not willing to give up the idea of, well, that was our house and we wanted it and now we can't get it because of X, Y, and Z, right? Maybe there was too much competition for it, something like that. So actually, I'm going to switch decks. Tell me about... It has to do with finances or another earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me about Nine of Swords. Why is that coming out in Capricorn's action or outcome? Because you're not saying something that you're feeling, and you've been holding it back for a long time, but haven't been saying it. And maybe, and again, this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, it's that you don't want to marry this person, but you've been with them for long enough where they maybe misinterpreted the signs or the signals. Though I can't say that I blame them. Something about this, they're very at ease with it. They're into you, but there's stuff going on in your head that you haven't expressed, and it may end up with some sort of argument or fight that bubbles up. I don't know if it's when this person proposes, Page of Pentacles, that can sometimes be, a proposal, even if it's just a proposal of a date. There's a lot of crying and a lot of tears, Capricorn. And it has to do with your person offering you something or making a proposal. So, I don't know, Capricorn. For some of you, sure, it could be happy tears. It could be, oh my God, you're my person, and even though we're going through a lot of shit, I love you and I want to be with you. For others of you, it's the realization that, you almost committed yourself to the idea of marrying this person, but when they actually show up and propose marriage or whatever, you don't want to go through with it, and it's like you finally have to tell your person that. And especially your earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I just gotta be honest, you're gonna break their heart. But, you gotta live your truth, Capricorn. You've been thinking and feeling it for some time, but you haven't come forward and actually said it. And I think you're mad too, because again, there's this element of your person who's making the proposal or asking you out or whatever it is. They told everyone else but you, and so it comes as a surprise, but you almost feel like your friends or your counterparts, your soul tribe, it's funny, you're viewing it as like they did you dirty because they knew the secret and kept it from you. Something about this involves a Leo. There's a lot of tears about a Leo. It could be that for an old flame of yours was a Leo and you realize that they've moved on and chosen someone else. This is probably not the same person coming through in your spread. You could have gotten word that a Leo who was your ex, male or female, may be having a child with someone else. And some of you have a spirit guide that is a Leo. So it could easily be an ancestor, a mother, a grandparent, a father, whatever. Could also just be, someone in your past who's presenting as a Leo. Yeah, I gotta be honest, a lot of my Capricorns are gonna choose to be single. You're gonna break it off with someone, and it might be a Pisces. It's been a long time coming, but God, this person gets the rug pulled out from under them. Capricorn, what happened here? So then Two of Cups. Tell me about this Two of Cups. This is saying to me, some of you already chose out your dishware. Do people still do that where you pick couples, towels and mugs and picking out your china patterns? I feel like that's such an old-timey thing, but maybe some people still do that. There's something about you return the merchandise. Maybe it's the ring, maybe it's the crystal, maybe it's, gosh, I don't know what this is. This might be a story from your past too. Maybe some of my Capricorns have already gone through this, and again, it's saying you're transitioning out of that cycle and maybe opening yourself up to the idea of loving someone else. For some of you, this could even be a bittersweet celebration of an anniversary, but I know this sounds weird, like an anniversary, but you guys actually decide to split ways, to try something else. You may have children with this person already, particularly 2 children, particularly twins. Yeah, it literally cut right down the middle, the cozy twosome. Or for some of you, it represents a financial purchase that, again, you're kind of pissed off about. You bring the hammer down, it's like you're severing it in half. There's aces or new beginnings. Yeah, there's a new beginning of you romantically in your love life, but you probably end up going back to or thinking about someone from your past. Six of Cups. Capricorn, this is a unique one. I'm going to say it like that. That's what I got for you. I can't leave you hanging on that though, can I? Hold on. Sip of water. I'll give you a couple more cards. Something about going back to a Leo from your past, or possibly a Scorpio. Capricorn, looking for new love or getting out of a rough partnership. What advice or guidance do we have? What's coming in for them? 10 of Cups. So again, long-term family commitment. Are you in love with someone who's already married or already spoken for? Yeah, and 10 of Swords. That says to me you want the happy whatever family life or whatever it is for you, but there's something about that where it's a source of pain right now. So I guess if that's you, heal your own wounds first. Who went to Paris together? Who's in Paris? Something about Paris is important. And gargoyles, is it like a keychain or I don't know, is it a tattoo? Something about the gargoyle is important. Those little like statues on buildings, specifically in Paris, or I guess it could be Europe. Did you guys go on a vacation together? Did you go on like a college whatever thing? What do you do that, like a semester in Paris or something? Yeah, you got a tough decision to make about, it's either about motherhood or something about this either has to do with your mother, a Taurus, or a Libra. And not trusting somebody with money. Interesting. All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. Interesting. Let me know in the comments below what resonates. I will see you soon for more tarot. We are going to hop into Taurus next. All right, Taurus, let's do this. Love readings for Taurus. I lied. I said I was going to do Virgo in the middle, but we're going to do Virgo last. Timestamps below, Virgo. Sorry. Let's do Taurus. Tell me about Taurus and love. Messages for their best and highest good. Any of you guys dealing with a Capricorn, or any of you guys proposing to a Capricorn or asking a Capricorn out? You may have shown up in their reading, though I don't know what the reception of that's going to be, but anyway. Taurus, how are you guys doing, my friends? I hope all is well with you. Let's get some tarot cards for you. I apologize for my little tickle. I painted a shelf. I spray painted it several hours ago, and it's all dry, and I brought it up into my room where I do these tarots, and the fumes are so bad. I'm like, oh, that was a mistake. I was doing all I could not to cough. Hence the tickle. All right, anyway, you guys didn't need to know that. 3 more cards for Taurus. Ooh, asking you shall receive. There you are. There's the Hierophant. Are some of you getting a dog? Or some of you guys adopting a dog? That's cute. Something about the color blue. Something borrowed, something blue. No, I don't think it's that, but it could be blue anything, really. Blue house, a blue necklace, a blue, you fill in the blank. It could be literally be anything blue, but it would be a very prized possession. It could be something you inherited or a gift that was given to you. And I mean, I know that's a huge broad umbrella. I'm not being really told the specifics of it. Something about blue flowers for some of you, or something that has blue flowers on it. I don't know why that's relevant, but it may have something to do with marriage or religion or tradition. You're thinking about that. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, I mean, it's being confirmed here. I don't know if it's bad or good, but it's probably a good thing. The universe is trying to make you aware of it. Some of you had a dream about a grandmother or a relative and something about the blue flowers. So interesting. That's coming up in your reading for a reason, Taurus. Let's look at your person. So you, I think, have a little bit of anxiety about something. Something keeping you up at night. Could be just that you're missing someone, particularly if you're at a distance from them, or if they chose someone else. Yeah, Capricorn is showing up in your reading a little bit, as well as regret of spending too much money on something. You may have bought some sort of lavish purchase for yourself or for someone you love, but it was out of your price range. So the gesture was nice, but now it's like you're regretting it. Some of you are very attracted to an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly a Gemini or a Libra. And it may be someone who already has kids, or they are just very spirited, very youthful in general, and you like that about them. You also have some Leo energy coming up here. So it is Leo season. So if it doesn't have to do with a Leo, that's probably a timestamp saying that something about this intense, I'll say fascination, even if it's not sexuality. You get really energized when you're around this air sign, or maybe you're just spying on them. Maybe you don't know them super well. Maybe it's a coworker. Yeah, specifically an air sign. Are you in opposite directions? That could literally be your placement, particularly if it's a coworker, like opposite ends of the table, the conference room, but you don't really look at each other a lot, but you think about each other. I know it's kind of a muddled message. I'm not exactly sure what to do with it, but you have anxiety about it. So did you argue with this person? Did you say something that you shouldn't have? Did you try and make it better with a gift and they were just like, really? That's how you're going to win me back? Or vice versa? Maybe someone did this to you? Okay, I think that's what happened. Somebody may have called you childish or immature or insulted you, your integrity, your spirit, whatever it is. And I think you're punishing them with the silent treatment. And I think to win you back, they did something kind of like immature, like I'm just going to put a Band-Aid on it and make it better for Taurus, but it didn't really work. I think you're still kind of teed off, and some of you are looking for a partnership elsewhere. Yeah, some of you cut this person off entirely. It could be a Virgo, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius. You have so many cards coming up. Lots of major arcana. And then bottom of the deck here, I'm just looking. You have this card as well. Capricorn had that as bottom of their deck. So a lot of changes going on in the earth signs. You do have Wheel of Fortune coming up, so know that whatever you're going through, while it might not be easy now, something about this is going to serve you in the future. It's trying to force you to move, to change a little bit. Maybe some of you are literally at a point where you need to move. You can't afford where you're at anymore. Maybe you're spending too much on house payments or on rent or whatever it is. Universe is trying to get you to see, to understand that, the epiphany, the illumination, the knowledge. It's right there in front of you. It's that little torch, the fire sign that's burning bright, but you're still trying to wrap your head around what sort of change is necessary to get you to a place where you feel safe, where you feel happy, to where you feel free. Where you can be creative, right? They always say that in order to be creative, you have to feel safe. So especially for any of my artists out there, if you're struggling, if you don't, and I don't mean safe in terms of like an abusive environment. I have to be honest, I'm not getting that, though certainly if that's your situation, Taurus, universe is trying to get you to see that find some sort of avenue out there. Someone that you can talk to, someone that you can reach out to, someone that can help you, right? If you are dealing with any type of situation like that, that's probably not something a tarot reading can help you with. I just have to put that disclaimer there. So seek counseling. Seek at minimum a friend that you can confide in who can help you out of like a really treacherous situation. For most of you, I don't think it's that extreme, but for some of you, if you relate to that, again, something bigger than tarot, right? It is coming up though for a few of you, so... Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one. Let's look at your person here. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Scorpio, and they want to shower you with love and gifts. And this is such a Taurus card to me. Typically, the Queen of Pentacles, it is Earth energy, but it's specifically a Capricorn card. This to me is just so Taurus, isn't it? I don't know why I'm being called to say this, but I was watching a documentary on Netflix the other day. It was on TLC. Do you guys remember that? They were like a hip-hop R&B group, crazy, sexy, cool, right? TLC. I was watching it, and then obviously Lisa Left Eye has passed, but T-Boz, right? T-Boz, that cool, sexy voice, right? She's a Taurus. And the entire time I'm watching it going, she must be a Taurus. The way she dresses, like the cool voice, and I looked it up and she was, and I was like, very rarely can I guess people's zodiac signs right, but I was like, I freaking knew it. I knew she was a Taurus. Rosanda is a Chili. I think she's an Aquarius, but don't quote me on that. Why I'm telling you this, I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to watch that documentary on Netflix. Maybe you're supposed to dig out your TLC CDs and albums and cassette tapes and listen to some waterfalls or No Scrubs. Maybe something about that has to do with this. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. TLC. Ooh, on the TLC tip. All right, your person, Six of Wands. Are they in advertising? Are they a model? Somebody is very physically attractive. Exterior beauty is very important to them. Sometimes it can be like ego or cockiness, but it doesn't have to be. It's just kind of saying, yeah, like, damn, they sexy. They get a lot of attention because of their looks. But for some of you, your person does have unhealthy addiction issues with drinking. Or, yeah, oh gosh, this is actually kind of turning into like a more sobering message. It could be that this person was too arrogant or too cocky and didn't spend enough time stoking the fire of your relationship together, and they may have lost you. It could have even been a marriage that you divorced them from, and it's causing them a lot of pain to face that rejection, and they are drinking excessively. That's not for everyone, but particularly your Scorpio or maybe a Capricorn. So if this isn't you, just FYI, this may indicate a person of your past who, again, it's like they feel like you turned their back on them. And this isn't like a guilt complex at all. I'm sure you had your reasoning, especially if this is someone you have a child with and the child is sort of estranged from the mother or the father, particularly the mother. Yeah, something about this is coming back in your relationship. Someone who you cut out of your life because you thought they were foolish or immature. And again, it could go vice versa. Something about the family dog. And that could even be like, aside from a romantic partner, something about the family dog. Is there like a similar name or I don't know. There's something important about the dog that keeps coming up. Something about a proposal that involved a pet or an animal, or it could have been like you guys shared a pet before you moved in, or you got engaged, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're moving out and you have to decide who gets what, and one of those things is the family dog. Some of you are thinking about another Taurus. This is so funny. I just heard the dog is a Taurus. Do you guys know your like pet's zodiac signs? Is that what's going on? Anyway, some of you are very heavily thinking about a Taurus. Or the person you used to be married to or wanted to marry, you're seeing their face. So maybe it's on social media, but for some of you, it might be billboards. There's an element of like fame to this. Some of your people are even involved in like the entertainment industry, but like specifically adult entertainment. Or that could be you, Taurus. That would not surprise me. So I don't know if there was like an awkward situation. I'm not even gonna go into it, but you'll know if that's your message. Something, yeah, literally about like the porn industry. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you discovered their secret stash of porn tapes and that was an argument, or I don't know. Something about going out in the woods, regrounding yourself, taking a nature walk, dipping your feet in a stream. Something about that is going to be good for your health. I'm being called to say my brown-eyed girl. Aren't there lyrics about going down to the like Rainbow's Walk, all along the waterfall with you? Something, that imagery, those song lyrics, that song, Van Morrison, something about that is on your mind. Maybe that was your first dance song or something about that was important. You guys may have written lyrics or poetry together. You still think they're foxy or vice versa. There is a lot about exterior beauty here. A lot about exterior beauty. So it could be that you fell in love with the qualities of that, but then you realized what was inside wasn't exactly what you thought. For some of you, it's like you felt like they had a black heart. They didn't love you the way you thought, and so they may have promised you the world, but then went back on it. Some of you have a very important letter you want to give to this person. It's like you feel like you can't communicate with them because they cut you right off. They don't allow you to speak your truth. So some of you have written a letter. Or even if it's not to them, it's almost like to get your thoughts out of your head and put them on paper. And it's like getting it out of your body, exercising it so you're not holding on to that mental baggage of someone anymore. And Spirit is saying, absolutely, there's a victory in that. There's a personal victory in that for you to do a lot of writing. Do you see that letter in her pocket, Page of Pentacles, as well as literally the journal? Writing, poetry, lyrics, just, an apology note, whatever it is, there's a victory there. There's something very positive that could be gained from it. And for a lot of you, it's not ego. It has to do with finding pride within yourself to be like, yeah, you know what? I said what I needed to say and I didn't get interrupted that time. And yeah, a lot of you are dealing with someone who's either like emotionally manipulative or they just don't want to hear it. For a lot of you, it's like this person put their career before you and you kind of kept hoping it was going to circle back to you, but it never really did. In fact, their career may have taken off, even potentially with stardom, and you felt like you got left behind, particularly if you were married to this person, and you're definitely feeling some type of way about it. So something about, the pet you shared, whether you're with them or not, or something about this pet is very important. For some of you, you lost the pet. I'm not predicting this. I don't predict scary stuff or sad stuff on my channel. I just don't. But For some of you, it's like you'll know if it's your story is what I'm trying to get at. If you had a dog or a cat or a bird or something with your ex, and maybe you kept it, and that pet recently passed away, and I think it's like pulling at your heartstrings because you almost feel like you need to let your ex know that the dog passed or something like that. Oh gosh, Taurus, this is kind of a heavy one. So what is your advice or guidance? Focus on the things that make you happy in the life that you want to build on your own. Don't build your life around other people. Some of you are going to go back to school or invest more money in your career, or you're going to ask for a loan or some sort of, like borrowing money to get yourself set up. So that could be in a house, that could be in courses and classes. It could even be about your business. If you're trying to start a business, you may be applying for some sort of loan. Yeah, a lot of you are going to be little shop owners. You're going to own your own little like witchy crystal shop or a gift shop. I suppose it could be a cafe. This feels more like a little retail store, like a little knick-knack shop or something like that. Something about lots of window shoppers, potentially in like a vacation town or something where you get a lot of tourists. Some of you may be involved in like the travel agency or tourist industry, however you want to say it. Yeah, entertainment. Some of you are filmmakers, or you're going to be. Some of you are writing a book or a script or a movie. Some of you are scientists, or you're working in a lab, or you're thinking about going back to school to become a nurse or to do something with anything medical related or like chemistry. I'm kind of seeing like beakers and this and that. And it's something that you may have chosen not to go to school for in the past, but really it's what you wanted to do. Some of you got, a degree in like fashion or something that, again, like involves in some capacity like exterior beauty, but this sounds so like cheesy, but it's like you realize that like something about it was false or unauthentic. That Aquarius full moon, right? It's all about being in our authenticity. Something about this has to do with your ex or this person coming up. The authenticity didn't meet your standards, and so you're reanalyzing who you are and what you have and how you present yourself. It does sort of feel like you're going through a transformation spiritually, physically in terms of appearance, but also internally, like, your spiritual journey, as well as how you view love relationships. A lot of you have a differing opinion of your parents and the way they view relationships. Or it could be the opposite, that for the longest time you rejected or looked down on your parents' perspectives or whoever, your brother, your sister. But now you've come to realize, they actually had it right. And some of you are not jealous, but you look at the relationships around you and you think like, oh gosh, that's what I really want. It just took me this long to figure it out. So yeah, you guys are at a crossroads, particularly about moving out of a home or moving out from a living space with someone that at one point you loved. Yes, some of you are just leaving them a note like, sorry, I can't do this anymore. I'm moving out. Where's Taurus going if that's the case? You got to heal your heart. A lot of you guys are in pain. You're sad, you're disappointed, you're depressed. I think you ended up with someone who, for better or worse, right? They were not who you thought they were. But you're liberating yourself with the world, freedom. This is like my little genie in a bottle. What is your wish, Taurus? Are you going to manifest it? What is your wish for the second time around? Because let's be honest, it sounds like you learned some pretty harsh lessons from this, but what is it now? What's the next chapter? Literally like graduations, right? Maybe for some of you it's that degree, it's that college, but for others it's like you graduated to the school of the hard knocks. No. You graduated into a new chapter of your life. That's what the death card is. It's, it's letting go of what doesn't serve us anymore, the excess baggage, letting things die off organically. If they're not meant to be in your life, let them go, release. And some of you are on the brink of accepting that, but it still scares you to let this person go entirely. Again, this is falling under the pet card. So again, I'm not by any means predicting that your pet is going to die. I don't do that, right? It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve me. But for those of you who are experiencing that, particularly a dog or a cat, and something about Foxy, was the name Foxy or Fox? Something about a fox. I don't know what that is. Maybe it looks like a fox or has the same coloring. Yes, a lot of you, it's like your heart is aching for multiple things or multiple people. So for my Tauruses looking for new love, what can we tell them, please? Always love yourself first. Yeah, this is kind of saying give yourself a break. Hang out with your family. Hang out with your kids, your nieces, your nephews. Hang around young-spirited people. Not immature. For me, it's almost being translated as children. People who are very just light at heart and they're free. They don't worry about this. They don't worry, like they're unjaded by life. Something about being around that energy, it's going to fill you with joy. Some of you may even have gotten word that like your brother or your sister is pregnant or having kids and babies. And again, some of you are jumping to this headspace of, oh my God, why isn't that my life? And how did I end up so terribly stuck and I took the wrong path? And it's like, no, you didn't take the wrong path. You are exactly where you are supposed to be at this very moment because it is your individual path. Some of you are frustrated and disappointed and feeling stuck in life, but this card is saying you can start over. You're done with that part of your life. Let's transition and move on to Knight of Cups, hopeless romantic, optimistic, spreading his cup of love and joy all over town, right? Spend some time doing creative projects, especially something about music or painting. Designing your future little shop that you're going to open, Taurus. There's money in that for you. You're already starting to work on it, or you can picture yourself in terms of like making a game plan. Focus on that. Love relationships, maybe. Is there something from the past with a Leo? An Aries? You had a tower moment with someone because they were too controlling. This may be an ex, specifically a husband. It's very masculine, dominant energy. You may try and go back and repair it. I mean, it's totally up to you, but what am I being called to say? There's that expression. It's like you can't heal in the environment that broke you. I'm just going to leave you with that, right? All right, for my other Tauruses, Knight of Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Potentially from the past, yeah, there's going to be a new beginning specifically with a Virgo, maybe a Scorpio. But yeah, every time I get like a slightly optimistic message, it's matched with, but are you sure you want to go back to that? Because I mean, there's a reason you guys broke up. A lot of you are looking back to the past, or someone from the past is wanting to reach out to you. It's complicated at best. It doesn't mean it couldn't happen, but the person who is wearing a false mask or putting on some sort of charade and not being authentic, that is the end of that. In terms of them wearing that mask, it's like it has to come down and you guys have to be real with each other, or you're going to constantly be like in limbo. Yeah, this was a bit of a heavy one, Taurus, but I hope that helped one or two of you that needed to hear it. Something about a Virgo looks very positive to me. And maybe an Aries, as long as they didn't have their head up their ass. Maybe an Aries looks okay. Okay, who are we going to do now? We're going to do Virgo. Virgo babes, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you've made it this far, awesome. And if you jump to your own sign, well, I don't blame you. No shade there. Cross watchers are welcome too. Let's learn about Virgo's love life. Tell me about Virgo's love life. Virgo. I feel like you're always showing up in Gemini and Cancer's readings. Are any of you guys dealing with a Gem or a Cancer? Let's see. All right. And then, do we want Badass Tarot or do we want Rider-Waite Jenny Lewis? Should we do both? It's a bit of a conundrum, right? We're going to do Badass. I think I feel like my Virgos are like Badass Tarot. Let's get two more cards for Virgo and we'll hop in. That one is peeking out. Woo! Sexy. Sexual. You're looking to seal the deal with someone, especially a Sagittarius or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, we'll clarify with this deck. How about that? All right, let's hop in. Bottom of your deck here is the Nine of Wands. So someone's a little bit pissed off. It may have to do with an argument at work, or someone's just feeling a little bit like stressed out about something. They're in a suit. Who's the one in the business suit or dressed to the nines? Yeah, something about a suit and tie. So especially some male energy, but not to say it couldn't be a female. But yeah, this might be an ex. You may have actually decided to flip someone the bird or put them on block because you're just like done with their bullshit. Especially a Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. That is your divine counterpart, is it not? Virgo and Pisces? Yeah. Some of you are fed up with a Virgo. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I said that for a reason. I was going to say Pisces. But everything comes out for a reason, so some of you are fed up with another Virgo. That's spirit helping me out. So here's the thing. Your person's energy is pretty good. Four of Wands is sometimes soulmate energy, milestones, celebrations, but they're celebrating without you. So are you at a distance? Did you break up with this person and you're both thinking about your anniversary or your birthdays, not too far away, right? Virgo season. In their heart, they want the happy family. They want the Ten of Pentacles. They want to grow and develop with you, especially your Pisces or Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Are they married, but they're thinking about you, Virgo, or is that you? Are you married and they're, there's something about marriage here, but it could be that it's forming an obstacle between you guys being together. It could be that your parents don't approve of this person or vice versa. So yeah, this is someone who you guys decided to take a break, but they still want to get back together with you. That's what I see here. And with this Knight of Cups, right, again, a card of Pisces. A lot of Pisces energy here. It could also be Cancer or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. He's already tossed the cup out, right? It's empty. There's no love left. In reverse, it's saying this person wants to go back and rekindle something, especially someone you were married to, or even if not married to, someone you maybe had kids with, or something about them they felt like family. So again, soulmate energy here, a solid foundation, a milestone, but where's the other bird? He's just the one, right? So that says to me, in the thoughts, they're missing you. They're thinking about you. There was some sort of platform or solid foundation where you guys got started, but something got interrupted. Tell me about that. Financial troubles. Was there a lot of arguments about your finances? Hardship, abandonment, a crisis of faith. Somebody ran out of love. They decided to shut this person off and they gave their love away. Or maybe they gave their love to someone else, particularly a Cancer. The person you're dealing with, though it could go both ways, maybe this is what they thought about you, there's like a numbness. Okay, so it could have been that someone was really struggling with depression. It might not have been because of the other person. But yeah, it's almost like they became very lethargic, and I'm almost getting like glazy or glassy eyes. They lost motivation to get up and start the day or to, live their best life, or whatever cheesy expression you want to say. And so the other person felt like it was their fault. There was some like emotional issues going on with this person. They felt both of you though felt very isolated, like you were always by yourself, or that's the irony though, is that you both were feeling this way. So maybe it was, I hate to say it, but maybe it was like a loveless marriage type situation. Again, something about a single mother or something about children may have factored into this. Some of you may have decided not to move forward with a pregnancy. That may have ended up leaving someone feeling a sense of loss or regret. Constantly needing the approval of your mother, or vice versa. You may have a mother who's very needy, who's very particular, who's very critical maybe, and you feel like you don't measure up, like you're never quite good enough. That could also be the issue your person was facing too. So then who are you thinking about? Are you thinking about a Capricorn? Yeah, a lot of you are wanting to give new love, Ace of Cups, or again, take it to the next level, with a potentially a female earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, though it doesn't have to be. A lot of you are excited because you just got a new sum of money, or you went out and bought yourself something very expensive, and I'm just going to be honest, it made you very happy. So it could have been something you were saving for a long time, or it could be that you're getting alimony, or I don't know what it is, but you may have received money either from your person, or maybe it was a payout at work or whatever, but something about this is like, oh, I'm going to go spend that money. Like, I've wanted this for quite some time. So, or maybe this might be someone you're interested in too. You feel like they, what is the expression? All I can think of is flirt and flatter. They, what is the word? Spoil you. They spend lavish amounts of money on you. And so if that's not your story, that might be your story coming up. It might not be here yet, but yeah, there's something about money is very much tied to love in this relationship. Don't prostitute yourself, Virgo, right? Do I gotta tell you that? Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm half joking, but that message actually stands true for some of you. Some of you are, I don't know how else to say it. Don't prostitute yourself. Literally, Virgo. Male, female, whatever. Yeah, like, that just doesn't seem healthy. And maybe some of you are involved in, like, if it's not, hopefully it's not prostitution, right? Good Lord, took a turn. Like pornography. I don't know if, I said the same thing to Taurus. I don't know why it's coming up in these readings, but I don't know if that's something you once did or your person did, or maybe that drove a wedge in your marriage. I don't know. Honor your life, Virgo. Or maybe you just want to get really sexy with this person who spends a lot of money on you. Now, money isn't everything, Virgo. Yeah, some of you have a Leo that you're very sexually attracted to. And it could be that your story for the longest time was you never had enough money, you struggled to make ends meet. And I don't know, it could be that you fell into or came into a situation where now all of a sudden you're making lots of money. With that, you could be attracting more suitors because they are greedy. I'm just putting that out there, so be careful, right? For others of you, it's just that you've met someone who naturally has a lot of wealthy family members or an inheritance. And I'm not at all saying you're using them for your money. I actually don't think that's the case, Virgo, just to put you at ease. But it's something about you get to experience all these new things because they can take you to the Bahamas, because they can, you know what I mean, or whatever, probably not the Bahamas, but something that is more exclusive, that it has more importance tied to it, because ultimately, like, the price tag is higher, so it becomes much more exclusive. Some of you are experiencing a life that you've never had before because you're in some situation where money is plentiful, and maybe that's with your partner, or maybe you get a new job and you're just like, this is incredible, I'm making triple what I've ever made. So I mean, parts of that seem very encouraging, parts of that seem very good, but there's something about money and sex here, and I'm not saying it's one thing together, but it could be that one outweighs the other. It could be that you guys go on all these fancy trips together, but the sex isn't that good. Do you understand what I mean? There's something about, or someone is, oh gosh, how do I say this? Someone is having trouble getting aroused or excited, and that could cause a wedge in the relationship. That could be someone you dated in the past, and male or female, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like, I don't know why I'm getting these messages. I just heard sex slave. Hopefully that's not the literal. Yeah, for some of you, you may have, gosh. I'm sort of out of my territory here. I'm not trying to shy away from giving you important messages in very short, because this is more like medical stuff or psychiatric, whatever you want to say it. Some of you may have experienced like abuse as a child, particularly like sexual abuse, or that could have been your person. It's showing up in their reading as something that they're still really struggling with. So again, that's more than a tarot reading, guys, right? We know that. So if that at all sounds familiar, Spirit is illuminating it to me to tell you that we need to find like a solution to that, because it's becoming a mental prison. And again, it could be that someone is drinking heavily to make up for the fact that they felt like they were taken advantage of. That could have certainly been you, Virgo. It may not have been child abuse. It may have been something where, if you're a model and you're in the entertainment industry, maybe there was some like Harvey Weinstein shit going on. Do you understand what I mean? There's kind of an underlying message of just ickiness, because again, this element of luxury and just doing cocaine off the tables, and like there's a lot of energy coming through here. What the hell is going on here, Virgo? I know this isn't everyone's message. I'm sorry. I know this kind of flew off the handlebars, but I can only read what the cards are telling me. And for some of you, it's like this life of excess. Just watch that you don't start like down this downward spiral. Don't let drugs or sex come between like healthy, authentic relationships, because that is looming for some of you. And here's the thing, that wouldn't be a shocker. Most of you are already aware of it. A lot of you are going to get your ass kicked by something, but you're going to walk away very humbled, and you're going to learn the lessons. A lot of my Virgos may have chosen to break up with a soulmate because you had attitude about they're not good enough, they don't fit my life, I can do better. And you find someone who you think is better, but again, something about money, or again, not for everyone, but something about the situation humbles you, where you end up going back to the person you started with, who you may not have treated very well. You may have ignored them. You may have thought you were happier with someone else, but made them to feel all alone, sad. Yeah, you may have freed yourself from a relationship that was just okay, but it wasn't lighting your fire, particularly with a Libra or a Taurus, and I have to say you kind of broke their heart. Ironically, I think they would be open to reconnecting with you, but what is going on here? There's a lot of drug abuse, there's a lot of alcohol abuse, there's a lot of like severe addictions coming through in this reading. So in your action card, you're hoping for a second chance with someone who you think you blew it with. It could be a Sagittarius is involved here. It could be that a Sagittarius is hoping for a second shot with you. Someone here may have done some time. God, this just keeps getting wackier. Sorry, I'm not judging. I just like, for those of you who just want to know about like that cute person you have a crush on, that is not this spread. This is in the thick of it. My goodness. For some of you, someone may have done some time in jail or even like juvenile hall when they were a child, especially like petty crimes or drug issues. Could have been a Cancer or a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. Those three signs are coming up in your action or potential outcomes. So again, that could be a million different people coming through in terms of, oh, I have this friend who's Sag and this one's a Cancer and my ex is a whatever. Knight of Swords in reverse. Same with Knight of Cups in reverse. Particularly an air sign or a water sign from your past, you two may end up going towards each other again. There's secrets, though. There's a lot that you kept from them and vice versa. So you may even go back just to clear the air, to set things right so you're not carrying around guilt or burden about it anymore. Yeah, you actually go back to the past to heal something. That could even be with your mother or your grandmother. It could have been someone that you took a significant amount of money from as like a loan and never paid it back to them. Yeah, it's like you're going back to the past to right the wrongs or to course correct, to I just keep hearing like karma to make right on things so that you have good karma moving forward. Yeah. Because there's crazy like addiction issues here. Yes, this is cute. It's Kawaii Tarot. I'm trying to lighten the mood. Yeah, there's like a lot going on here. So, okay, that was not for everyone. That was a very specific message with a lot of complicated energy going on. I hope that helped someone who needed to hear it. But for my Virgos who are like, what the fuck? Let's get you some messages. If you hung around this long, Virgo. So, for my Virgos who don't relate to that, let me connect with a new group of Virgos. Some of you are saving your money to make a move to the city or to the country, vice versa. You're anticipating a move. Because, yeah, you want to take it to the next level with your person. It could be another earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, particularly a Capricorn. There's new flowing love there. Some of you may even get a ring or some sort of proposal from someone, taking it to the next level in love, right? Yeah, absolutely. Some of my people are... I said the same thing to Pisces. Someone's shopping for rings or for some sort of jewelry or something to present to you and impress you. You know, they may be making like fancy dinner reservations or whatever. Are people even doing that nowadays? I'm not sure. But if they've been a little bit closed off or secretive, it might be because they're trying to surprise you. This may also not have come in yet because your birthday season is after Leo season. That's not too far away. It may have to do with that. Someone's going to surprise you with something on your birthday. They may take you out to your favorite restaurant or get you your favorite drink, something about that. I'm getting like you're going to have a quiet night at home with them. So it's really not laced with a bunch of like sexual passion and this and that. So again, this is not the same message as the first one, but yeah, you guys are just the person who brings you peace of mind, who does good things for your psyche, for your confidence, the person who's like your support system, particularly a Sagittarius, you guys are like going to go out for drinks and it's just nice. It's beautiful. It's cute. I wouldn't say it's overly sexual. Yeah, again, Sagittarius. Jupiter energy, expansion. You're expanding this relationship from that Ace of Pentacles to the Page. It's growing in a positive direction. All right. A couple more cards. Some of you are going to introduce this person to your parents, particularly a female figure, a sister, a grandmother, an aunt, someone who means a great deal to you. Someone in your family may be having kids, or you may be thinking about having kids. But if that's the case, your person still isn't sure yet. It's not to say they never will. But yeah, especially if you're dealing with another Virgo, they still need to like wrap their head around it and think about it. They may be holding back because it's like either they're too worried about finances and money, or they just think like they don't have the time to give to that part of their life right now. But this is also saying to me, though, you can work through the problem. It will be a victory, but yeah, money might be tight right now, or they're very involved in their career, and so they may be wanting to wait a few months, wait a few years, and that could be you as well. But don't give up hope, because things are heading in a positive direction. Some of you have new love and a new offer with a Scorpio and a Libra, or a male air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, Virgo, that's what I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if any of this resonated. I will see you babes very soon for more tarot. Bye.